Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Outsider, 2002, starring Keith Carradine, David Carradine, and John Noble. This is going to be another television movie, another David Carradine television movie from 2002. He had a flurry of those right before he did Kill Bill. He's with his brother Keith, the same as when he was 1980 Western. This is going to be another television Western. This time it's on Showtime, not TNT, and it's pretty dang good. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I really love this flick. It's got the romance thing and not too much violence or on-screen nudity. There's none. So I don't know why this one got an R rating, honestly. I can understand PG-13 maybe, or PG, but R I think is a little harsh. It's about an Amish type of married couple. They're living there out in the snow, raising sheep, but unfortunately they homestead in some cattle country. So John Noble wants to do away with these people. Matter of fact, he has the husband hanged and he gets away with it. I guess the sheriff doesn't care because John Noble has money. He's a cattle rancher. So pretty interesting story. And out of the blue, this guy is dying in the snow. The widow, Rebecca, finds him. His name is Johnny Galt. Don't know if that's any relation to John Galt of Atlas Shrugged, but she and David Carradine, the doctor, Rebecca and the David Carradine doctor character, bring him back to life. She allows him to sleep in the bed, and it's like love at first sight when he wakes up. So she starts losing her Amish ways. She starts enjoying music. She thinks that nature is God's music, for instance. They kiss and they fornicate in bed, as she says later on. The Johnny Galt character bonds with Rebecca's son. His name is Benjo. That's a pretty cool name. I like the kid too. He's a pretty cool kid. He uses a slingshot to deter the cattle ranchers with pretty good effect too. Like a slingshot and a rock. He's like Bart Simpson. Anyways, so the guy turns out Johnny Galt is like a world-renowned gunslinger type. So everybody's out to get him. He had a rough life. He was an orphan where he learned scripture, and then I guess somebody adopted him, like a pig rancher, shackled him up and forced him to work on the pig ranch. So that's why he has the shackle marks on his ankles and the whip marks on his back. He's a pretty buff dude. He's got like a shaved chest but kind of hairy armpits, and you don't really see any nipples or private parts in this other than his. So he takes off his shirt a lot and he's bleeding all over the place. She nurses him back to being healthy, and he starts like protecting the boy from cattle stampede. He goes to the Amish church. Um, but unfortunately, one of the Amish gals walks in on him while they're fornicating in her bed, and that's the end of her Amish ways. She gets shunned by the Amish people. They won't talk to her or say her name or anything like that. Keith Carradine plays Rebecca's neighbor, the kind of uptight Amish dude. Is like he wants to court Rebecca, but Rebecca falls in love with this Johnny guy instead. So it's kind of like being at the right place at the right time, kind of like the way I was with my girlfriend Oceana, age 27. She's not too picky with guys. She hasn't been kissing too many guys. I'm kind of in the same boat with my son, but it just so happens that she loves kids and she can't have any. So it's just kind of a match made in heaven, similar to this TV movie. I don't know. We might end up adopting. We'll see. If she doesn't move to Minnesota, she's going to meet my son. Maybe she'll fall in love with him too. That would give her extra incentive to stay here in this San Francisco Bay Area. But yeah, if I can marry her and adopt a kid this year, that would be great. I keep hoping and praying for something, a miracle. Anyways, be nice to get my family life back together after three or 4 years of hell. So enough about my personal life. It just kind of reminded me of that kind of there was also that kind of relationship between was it Tony Curtis and Raquel Welch in Bandolero? I think it was. Tony Curtis says, I don't have any money and I'm lonely. You have money and you're lonely, so we're perfect match. That's another movie that kind of reminded me of this. Anyway, Bandolero. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I just thought I just could really relate to the characters. I fell in love with Benjo, the little boy. Kind of reminded me of my son. He's a good Christian boy, but he's able to stick up for himself, that kind of thing. So, good kid. He really looked up to the Johnny character. Unfortunately, when there's the final shootout, it's a really long movie, by the way. It's about 2 hours, or an hour 59 minutes, close to 2 hours. During the final shootout, Rebecca goes to try to warn Johnny that some guy's like hiding where he can't be seen. One of the rancher dudes, the cattle rancher dudes, and he's so she warns him to watch his back, and she ends up getting shot. But much like Johnny, she survives, and through a miracle, because the bullet is lodged up against her artery. So I don't know how she survived that, but I guess David Carradine is a pretty good doctor, like a miracle guy, or maybe Johnny Gold willed her to live again because she snapped out of it. I don't really remember the ending too much, but it's a pretty good ending. Just a great flick, long western, but the characters are very interesting and kind of interesting tug of war between the gun culture of the Johnny Gall character and the very strict kind of peace loving, uh, very strict Bible Amish people. Um, I thought Keith Carradine character was really well done. The kind of wooden stoic. Um, hey, your husband just died, so marry me now. Kind of creepy character with the sideburns and the beard, but the shaped upper lip, that kind of thing, and the funny looking hat. I don't know why Amish people dress like that, where they have to segregate the women from the men. Seems a little extreme and harsh, but whatever. I don't want to be judgmental on other people's religion, but it just seems like they're taking the Bible a little too seriously, you know what I mean? Anyways, I gotta fill out this sick leave form. Highly recommended film. Check it out. Laters.